Hey guys, it's Mother's Day on Gag Me tonight.
Wow. Please don't listen.
Mommy.
Well, you don't want your mom to listen.
I got no TT, Mama. I got TT.
You got TT.
Hey guys, it's your favorite final girl and boy, Emily and Nick, with your favorite final Mike.
Yo.
Coming at you with a new episode of Gag Me with a Knife, a weekly podcast where we disembowel and shred the best and worst slasher movies. We're gonna gag on Mother,
Her teat.
with 1980s Don't Go in the House. Emily.
Box. A long dormant psychosis is brought to life by the death of a young man's mother. He prepares his revenge by luring beautiful women until the final act of vengeance comes from his victims. 1980. Your thoughts?
Yeah, fun.
It was a fun-filled, like, a family outing.
A romp. A real romp.
Good summer romp. Mm-hmm. Like springtime romp.
I would say this is more of like a character study thriller than a slasher.
It's Maniac meets Christmas Evil. Something in 1979.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Yeah.
You see the slow, well, sometimes slow, but not so slow unraveling of these characters, and you know what caused them. Wait, in Maniac, do you know why he's fucked up?
No, he's just a psychopath, and he has like mother issues.
Well, it's like a mix between the two, because you got the Maniac moments where the victims.
The Christmas Evil has more. Christmas Evil has more exposition towards the psychopathy.
I mean, it's more of a psycho maniac mix, really.
Yeah. Well, Christmas. I feel like they were all released in 1980, arguably, and there was just something.
Yeah, there's a question on that one. This one was 79 or 80, but yeah.
But this guy only made one other movie, and I really thought this was well done.
Wasn't. Yeah.
It was like called Joey.
Yeah.
And it's like a guy who's dad. It's not a. It is Joey. Joey Ellison.
Did this?
Well, no, the other movie was called Joey.
I think he. He has a movie from 1986, so it took him 6 years to make another movie. I thought this was well made.
Joey.
There's a craftsmanship to this. So you
I
don't
thought
see,
this was really well made. I thought the acting was great.
Yeah.
The first girl that dies, she's never been in anything else.
The corpses look
they really don't look bad for like 1980.
Really scary.
His acting.
That reminded me of Burial Ground. The way they look.
Same. Yeah, his acting is really. I think it's really good, and those voices that he hears, like, they're fucking creepy as fuck. Like, I really.
I've heard there's an uncut version, which is not what I saw. Like, there's if you Google it, it says it's 1 hour and 32 minutes. But the freebie that I saw was an hour.
Oh, I purchased it because I didn't want to sit through the freebie shit. Like, I've rented it because
I was like, I'm not. The last second?
Because I was like, I'm not fucking sitting through this.
Those commercials. If you take like a smoke break and come back. Even if you like wait, I would wait till the commercial's over. Like, I'm gonna go have a break, take my dog out to piss, smoke a cigarette. I come back and there's more commercials. New York,
smoke a cigarette.
Where
take
was
my
this
dog
movie
out.
located?
Like, where is he from?
New Jersey.
Do you know where this movie was made?
Do you think you're in Wu-Tang? No, yeah.
No, this motherfucking movie made.
God. Maybe Mike. He might.
No, I do know where it was made because the house they used was in disrepair, but the historical society. No, the historical society took it back over. Now it's a museum because it's like a historical house.
Is it a slasher museum?
Not because of the movie.
Emily, I think we should check. Mike, are you in Wu-Tang?
No, but I was on a Greyhound bus with a Wu-Tang affiliated guy once, Meyer Lansky. I bought his CDs, Wu-Tang Killer Bees. We are the Swarm.
Yeah, we are the Swarm.
It is New Jersey. Yeah, it's specifically Strauss. It's the Strauss Mansion Museum at 27 Prospect Circle, Atlantic Palace Disco. It's in New Jersey. So... Yeah.
We're going to have our first Gag Me with a Knife meetup at the Don't Go
I mean, house. No, only to like,
Would we ever do a meetup?
I like Bruce Springsteen, but that place is the butthole of America, dude.
I don't even like him very much. Like
From
blue
New
collar,
Jersey,
my
I'm sure
ass.
there's,
Okay.
I'm sure there's
Okay.
good spots. I
Mary fuck
apologize,
kill,
but
New
Jesus.
Jersey, Boston, Knoxville.
Boston sucks.
So Mary fuck kill, New Jersey,
fuck,
Boston, Knoxville.
Fuck Boston. No.
I would fuck Boston
New
because I've
Jersey.
never been.
I don't give a fuck about
Mary
any of them.
Knoxville. Like kill New Jersey.
Kill New Jersey. I think I'm in the same boat.
Yeah.
Dude,
I bet Boston's
I don't
better
know
than
though.
Knoxville.
It really
I bet
could go.
Boston's
It
better
really
than
could go
Knoxville.
back. I mean, no,
Let
actually,
me
kill Boston.
let me
Hey,
go-
what's up,
Kill
Darren?
Boston
Wait,
because of
I
all the
can't-
Irish like pieces of shit there.
Oh,
Wait, are you?
They're racist as fuck. Have
They're
you ever seen The
terrible.
You're
Departed?
Pretty
racist
bad up
against
there.
them for being racist.
that place is really terrible.
I bet
Yeah,
Dublin's
I'm
not.
gonna kill Boston.
How about this?
Fuck New Jersey because of mob wives only,
Oh, yeah, you
and
love mob
marry.
wives.
I love mob wives and marry Knoxville. I guess, but like
I
Knoxville
guess, right?
sucks too.
We suck at Knoxville.
How about this for me? Instead of any of that, fuck all three of them, including Knoxville. Drive me to Memphis. Let me see at least one show and have a beer, and then just take me to the Mississippi and blow my fucking
Okay,
brains
what about
out.
Mary
Wait,
fuck kill
are you saying
Memphis,
Memphis is your
Nashville,
least favorite?
Knoxville? Okay, fucking kill Nashville.
Kill Nashville, fuck Memphis.
Fuck Memphis, marry Knoxville.
So we love, like, you and I at least, Emily.
No,
Yeah,
I would-
Nashville
I would-
sucks.
I would
Marry
marry
Knoxville in
Memphis.
both
I
of
really-
these?
I really
Nashville
like Memphis.
fucking
But I feel like-
sucks.
It's like I feel like I don't want to live here, but I can't think of anywhere else in America I'd rather live.
Anyway,
I mean, anywhere.
But then
Talking
hurricanes,
Like
Puerto
literally,
Rico.
right. Go ahead with the
hurricanes.
movie. The movie.
Move on, Mike.
All right, so Don't Go
Move
Nuts,
on, Mike.
1980 said The Burning. This was, I've heard there's some weird stuff how this and The
Yeah,
Burning.
it was also
is
called
this
The
in your
Burning
notes?
Man.
Okay, what? Before the festival?
Let's all move
How
to
long has
Yeah.
the Burning Man festival been happening?
Not that
No,
long.
let's all go camp there, and when the festival ends,
Fuck
we
you.
just
I will
stay.
not camp. That
Let's
is
go.
Start a cult.
Let's
disgusting.
go play in the piss mud. Because you know drunk
Emily
motherfuckers
ain't
be
gonna
This
piss
isn't
pissing on that
Woodstock
mud.
99, Mike. Like, go on.
Okay, so we hear the hiss of a gas burner. We see a match
Break
light.
stuff.
Somebody lights a stove burner in the dark, right? And then it cuts to a big fire that I later figured out was an incinerator because that's
Because
where
he
Donnie works.
he works at an incinerator. That's what they keep calling it.
So he's staring. Yeah,
Blast
we pull
furnace
out.
or whatever.
We pull out from the fire.
That's what they call
and
it.
Donnie, our protagonist slash.
I wouldn't say protagonist.
He's
But,
the-
I mean, he's the main character.
This is the character study of Donnie. And Donnie's looking in the furnace, and Ben, the guy who gets burned, he
hasn't.
he
that
comes up
hasn't
and he closes
happened
it.
yet,
He's
but
like,
if you want to talk,
he's like, put
about
some goggles on. You're not supposed to just look straight in the furnace. And he's wearing an
it's kind of like
asbestos
an
suit.
eclipse.
And then he starts
Don't
tending.
look in there, boy.
He starts tending the
Don't look straight at the
furnace.
flame.
But
See the hate.
Break stuff.
Breaks.
we, the audience, see that there's an aerosol can in this furnace.
Yeah, and everybody
And
knows what they
it
do.
explodes. And Ben,
Put a bottle of hairspray in there.
it's probably Donnie.
Assholes.
It's probably Donnie.
Poison tour
So
man,
at this point,
tour bus
real quick.
Fucking Brett Michaels went by and just threw a can of aerosol in there.
So it's implied here
Aquanet in there.
in this movie, Donnie's a virgin, right?
I don't know.
I hope so.
I think so.
Donnie doesn't know how to fuck, so he
Donnie
said,
doesn't know how to do
He sets bitches
anything
on
except
fire.
for jump
If
on
he's
a
not,
bed and smoke
then
a
yeah.
cigarette and play
he
a
said his
record.
There's a
Mom-
lot of let down ladies
he
out
tells
there.
the priest that his mom would burn him for impure thoughts. It's like,
should never
dude,
tell
don't
That's
tell her what
later.
you're
That happens
thinking.
later, Mike. That doesn't happen right
Okay,
now.
so the aerosol can explodes. Ben, the on fire guy, gets caught on fire, and Donnie's just sitting there
The
watching.
on
He
fire
wasn't
guy
on
gets-
fire till he got
gets
caught
caught.
He's
on
wearing
fire.
his bestest suit, so he's not dead. But Donnie just stands there watching, and Vito, I think, who's like the kind of shift leader
The
or boss
godfather
man,
of the
The
incinerator.
shift leader of the mafia.
Bobby and Vito come in and they
He's got a
put
punch card.
They
The
put him
incinerator
in-
mafia.
Bobby
The
helps.
shift leader.
Bobby
He was
is
promoted.
Donnie's friend. Donnie has one friend in the world. It's
I
Bobby.
work with the raw
I
meats
liked
now.
him.
Bobby the adulterer.
I do like Bobby.
Bobby the adulterer.
Yeah, Bobby the adult. That is true. I mean,
Yes,
good.
yeah.
I mean,
he's
is
like, I got these two dynamite
It's like,
chicks.
got the two
Don't
dynamite
tell-
chicks and my wife
Don't
is
tell my
letting me
wife.
go.
We're gonna go.
We're gonna go to the
fuck see in the movies.
discotheque.
I'm not gonna go to the movies and hold your hand. This
We're gonna.
I-
You think
You guys like this
catch
movie,
things
right?
on fire at the
Sure,
incinerator?
yeah,
We're going
yeah.
to the discotheque. We're gonna catch it on fire.
Like I finished this movie at like 5:30 this morning, and I was
What
like,
are
God
you doing
damn
up
it.
that early?
No,
He
I
was
was up
stayed
that
up.
late.
He stayed up.
I went to bed at 6.
You fucking.
Well, I had to
dildo.
go play Virtual Pro Wrestling 2 with Graham.
Oh, you had to do that.
On Tuesday, we play
You don't have to do anything,
Nintendo
Mike.
64. is not the greatest system.
I've played it
for
with
pro
you guys.
wrestling.
Oh,
For pro
fucking
wrestling games.
GoldenEye?
Okay, there are some.
GoldenEye?
Yeah, GoldenEye.
No,
yeah.
no, it's
Go Bonds.
different, Emily.
It's a
See,
better
this is the thing.
game.
I've played it with these
That's
guys.
for you,
No,
Ian.
there's a different. It's a different kind
You
of
can't
game.
be odd
The
job,
wrestling
though. It's not
games.
fair.
Yeah,
They
Odd
are
Jobs.
fucking
I
fun.
refuse
We had
to
an
play.
Odd Job
I would
rule.
refuse to play with anyone that
I've
was like,
played
I'm gonna
with
play
you
with
guys.
Odd Job. No,
So-
I will not play with you.
You do group.
No, you
You
do
do the
License to
group
Kill.
battle. You do the temple with proximity
no.
mines.
I liked
Yeah.
No, I did License to Kill
Or
in the
grenade launchers.
stacks because I knew it very well. So I knew where people would wake up
Oh, in the stacks.
in
yeah.
the stacks. And I would
Stacks
do
is
License
good.
to Kill, one shot kill with an RCP because it's a machine gun. You don't have to have any aim. And
It's
then
the
I
most
would just, I
gangster
would go
music, too.
fucking kill somebody, and then I would go to where they were waking up, and then I
It's
would kill
called
them
a
again, like
spawn.
just multiple times.
But
Yeah.
No Mercy, WCW versus NWO Revenge.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
Japanese versions of that, Virtual Pro Wrestling 2, 1 and 2, are so amazing. AKI and
Why
they
don't
stopped
you
making
Monday
these
Night
games.
Raw
They stopped
dog
making
back
these
onto
games.
the narrative?
Oh
They
my
say if there's a
God.
new AEW game, they say it's going to be
It's
the same
time for
style.
the movie, Mike.
Oh yeah, sorry about that. Well, I was just telling you.
We don't care.
Yeah.
Hey,
So-
I do, but I want to.
Like, I mean, you
Donnie
can care
watches
later about it
Vito
when
and
you
Ben.
leave.
I'll get them later.
Vito
Yeah.
and Bobby come and
Text
put Ben
later about
out.
it. I won't see it in the
with a
group
blanket.
text. So.
I'm
I guess
totally not
Maybe.
I
gonna
bet you
do
that
it.
blanket and the suit made of asbestos.
You totally got to that blanket.
So Donnie just walks off, and they're in the locker room, and fucking Vito, the shift leader, just comes and starts dressing him down and calls him a sicko.
Well, he's like, he could have died. You were just sitting there watching him on fire.
And he didn't know to say I froze. He was like, he was covered by
didn't
the
freeze.
flame.
He didn't
Oh,
really
he was
freeze.
already
He-
covered in it. He was like, I covered him. He's like, no, he was covered by the flame. Like he's talking about fire like it's a blanket,
Yeah,
which is
that's
warm.
How, immolation works.
So he's going home, and his friend Bobby asks him to go have a beer.
He's like, I gotta go take care of my mom.
He says his mom's sick. So
that's horrible. I
he
don't even
drives
know
home.
that accent.
He drives home, and his house is big and pretty. I really like
his
the
house
stat.
is big and pretty.
It
He's got
is.
a big,
It
pretty
was. It
house.
was. It
It's a
was.
museum
It was
now.
dilapidated at the time, but yeah, it's a
They
nice
did a
house.
great job with
So he goes home to take
production
care of his
design.
mom, and he makes her tea.
There's a
or
really
something.
cool statue. He goes and makes her some chamomile tea, and he like has a moment with the matches. Every time you can tell, every time this motherfucker lights a match, he gets.
He's a pyromaniac. Okay, go
100% pyro. And you hear a child's voice screaming, "No, mother, no!" So he takes tea upstairs, and this bitch is dead as hell.
She's dead as hell.
She's like blue dead. They must be
she's-
working 12-hour shifts.
Yeah, he's like, my mother.
And there's like a good
Mother.
15,
You
20.
just throw the tea on her and she wakes up.
Yeah,
There's a
she
good
didn't
15,
know
20
that. I mean,
seconds.
If he just does
He
that.
just like holds his jaw like, I can't believe it. He's
but then he gets real excited.
Well, he
so,
starts to call the cops, and then he's like, "Here's the voices,"
yeah, they're creepy.
and they're like,
it's okay.
"He's like, now you can do what you want."
He starts to call the cops and he becomes logical and being like, well, I shouldn't call Nazis.
Oh, damn!
No, but the voices are like, now you're the king. You're the king. You're the master of the fire. You're free now. The fire.
You can do whatever you want.
But so therefore he
Don't call the
goes.
cops. They're
He
not
puts on
gonna
a
help.
disco record,
Yeah,
very
he's like,
loud.
He's like, he says out loud, "Does that mean I can play my music as loud as I
yeah,
want?"
and they're like, yes. And so he does that.
How
he
old
lights
do
a
you think this
cigarette.
character's
He
supposed to be?
lights
Like
a cigarette.
25?
No, he's like 40.
He's like 40. Okay.
Okay, so he lights a cigarette. He puts it out on a figurine. Then he jumps on a bed.
And a chair too, like
And a chair
like
because
a
he is
antique-ass
living the
chair.
high life now that his mom's dead. So he's like, I
The
can do
Miller
whatever I
High
want.
Life.
But
It's Miller time.
He then
Yeah.
like he's like partying, fuck yeah, and he hears his mom's
When we
voice.
get home.
Donnie, you can't do that. And he like is like, oh shit, she's not dead. And he runs upstairs.
Oh, and before, okay, so he puts his lit cigarette on a figurine like a true psycho, and then he hears the voices, and they say she must be purified by the flame.
Purified by the flame.
Yeah.
Which must have been something she said to
they
him.
go, you're the master of the flame now. You're
Yeah.
the master of the
Like
flame.
later on, it felt like
now.
I could hear it better. At the beginning, I was having trouble deciphering. I was like,
No, I knew because I had the
Is that what
subtitles
Cheap
on.
Trick was
Oh,
talking
you had
about?
subtitles.
Yeah, and
Damn.
then like there's a really creepy moment where he's like looking in the mirror and he sees his mom behind him.
Yeah,
but
that's,
she's like all,
that's one of the best effects. Like occasionally
Yeah.
she'll just pop up out of
wait a minute.
place.
Wait a minute. I was wondering about that. It's like, so
She did.
What kind of mirrors are you guys looking at? Because, like, my mom's always behind me.
Well, I mean, I don't know.
Behind every good Nick.
But he
is a
does
good
say,
mother.
I think it might be, and it's not, I don't think it's right now, but it's, I think, from before the first death, and when he's like, we'll help you punish her. We'll help you punish her.
Aside from the voices, he also talks to dead people.
No, Mike, you whisper too.
But Bobby like, the
whisper the
next
rest
day,
of
like,
the-
So well,
he
also,
doesn't go to work.
You see him get he's
what
going to get the
happens.
matches.
Like,
And he has the flashback to the mother actually punishing
Burning
him, and
his-
she's like pulling him up by his little boy arms.
Yeah, he puts
like
it-
to where
he-
his feet are off the ground, and like
he
waving
puts his
hands
arms over, like,
the
she
fire.
puts his arms over, like, open flame, and he has scars from it, which he does later show the priest.
I couldn't let you skip the shadow action.
Oh my
like, because you
God.
see in the shadow, and it's so menacing, you see him burning her arms. Which, when you see her, you see he burns more than just her fucking arms. Because she is
A psychopath.
crispy psycho mama.
Yeah, she's a bitch because her husband left her. Like, get over it. So many people's husbands leave you, okay?
So more than once there are like the beach,
and then they go
let's
out
try
with
them
other
that
people, or
sass.
they become gay or
But could you
whatever,
tell?
you know?
So,
Well, I mean,
I couldn't tell if it's supposed to be dawn
everybody's
or
like-
dusk.
Everybody has their own story.
There'd just be pretty shots of New Jersey, and it's like it's either dawn or
Pretty shots of New
I know.
Jersey.
They pulled it off.
That's fake news if I've ever heard
you
it.
can see like once it shows some trees, and you can tell
Nick's
it's
ready
dawn
for
or dusk.
president,
And another time it shows
we know
Nick's
that
on the
now
News America.
because Mike is a fake newser.
Well, sometimes
Listen,
dawns
Mike, I
are
don't care
blue
for your
and
liberal
pink
agenda over
and
there
gold.
about-
Yeah, you
Sometimes
lived
Jersey.
hard. You've lived hard with your fake news agenda.
Yeah,
New Jersey being
you-
pretty.
yeah,
Dude, I get my
You
fucking
Jersey
news
cuck.
from Facebook. I'm a
New
goddamn.
Jersey beta
I'm a
cuck.
goddamn idiot.
Yeah.
I'm a beta cuck, but I ain't from New Jersey.
That's even worse.
You better cut correct.
At least if you were from New Jersey, you'd have an excuse.
So Bobby calls him, and he's like, "Hey man, do you want to get a cup of coffee before
Bobby's
work?"
a really good friend.
Because also, when he talks to Bobby the night before, he's like, "Oh, dude, you were just frozen in place." And he's like, "That's it. I'm not crazy. I was just frozen in place."
Yeah, he was like,
It's
"Oh, yeah, that's
it had
right."
not occurred to him like this is something that might happen.
bro,
to
you
people.
remember that time you were frozen?
He remembers when he watched Frozen.
Nick, let it go.
Yo, bro, you remember that time we watched
I prefer
Frozen?
Moana,
You
Nick.
probably watched it with Brad.
No. I watched it with my nephew when he was like 2, pre-pandemic. He likes Moana more. So
Brad's
Moana,
a Snow White kind of guy.
I like the Jungle Book.
Yeah. Do you and Brad watch?
I'm the king of the
Do you get
swingers,
to
man.
choose?
The jungle
Do
VIP.
you get to choose what you guys watch on
Crown
Wednesday?
Adventure.
Hey, ow! Emily's hurting me.
I didn't mean it.
No,
So
and she does.
Bobby calls him, and he says he's not coming in.
Oh, it's
'Cause
parched.
And he's building something. You see he's hammering some metal shit.
Who?
Donnie. When Bobby calls
Donnie?
him.
Brandon Biondo.
The Don.
Donnie.
The Donnie.
And so there's a lot of
The
driving in this
last-
movie.
The last Donnie.
It's not
By
as,
the way, okay, just
There's a lot of
side note.
driving.
Sorry,
It's not as much as,
listen, I'm backtracking for just a
Rock and
second.
Roll Nightmare.
The song
about to backpedal
that
some shit.
Donnie
Oh, it's a
decides
banger.
the song that Donnie decides to listen to when he finds out his mom is dead
I said banger. I'm
is a
sorry.
7-minute song. I can't find a shorter version. It's playing at the end of the episode. It's a fucking banger, and it is so fucking good.
I
Like,
think
I'm
the
so obsessed.
The score is great too.
When we get home, ba-da-da, da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
Okay, go on now. I needed to just, you
Okay.
Mike,
So,
go.
shit.
know. Oh, they also say no laughing.
So he starts driving.
there's no-
Remember, Mike,
somewhere.
no laughing. Now go.
He's driving somewhere, and
I don't
he.
like to see girls drink. He
Yeah.
does say that. He does.
Pause
say
for
that.
Emily. Now go.
So he drives somewhere with
He still hides
voices.
his liquor because he
It's gonna
respects
happen,
his.
and it's
He
gonna
does.
turns
happen.
out it's
No. But
you
by
know,
the way, he
there's
does.
real and there's
when
real,
he's talking
and-
to like the dead mom or whatever, he says he still hides his liquor because he respects his dad.
He's not talking to the mom. Then she's separate from the
Oh,
women.
it's after Karen or
He's talking to the girls.
it's after
To
the first
burned up
death. I think
girls.
it's just after the
No,
first.
there's 3 of them at that point.
Oh, well then I didn't take notes for a while.
So
Woof.
the voices
That's
talk
great.
into.
Well.
He goes to. I thought it was a hardware store, and then I realized that this is an army surplus
I thought it was a
store.
hardware store, and then I figured out it was in a gay bar.
I don't even remember this scene.
So
I don't
he
remember
sees-
this scene at all.
This
So
is where he gets the asbestos suit, where he sees it.
Right.
It's like guns, knives, fucking flamethrower
It looks like
shit.
just a hazmat suit that you would go like get an AIDS
Classic
victim
dude.
I think,
like out of
I
their
think it's got an
house.
asbestos padding to be
Because
flame
across the street from my
retardant.
house, one time someone died, and there were
Wait,
people in
what?
hazmat
Wait,
suits
who-
going to
who-
get them going to get them out.
Note
And
to
so I
self.
asked like my
Don't
neighbor,
die.
and I was like, "Why are they wearing hazmat suits?" Because apparently they had AIDS,
Wait, what?
so they had to wear hazmat suits when they
Okay.
pulled the dead body out.
They probably
I
just
don't
could have put
know.
some gloves on.
They probably could have, but
mean,
they're
Magic
being
Johnson played with
racist
HIV.
against AIDS. Prejudice. Sorry.
Oh,
So
I'm gonna leave that one alone.
You don't have to. I got drunk too early today.
she been daydreaming.
Listen, I won.
Emily be loose.
I won 5 games straight.
Emily
Oh,
lit.
oh.
This is gonna be
no,
our
guys,
first 2-hour
guys,
episode.
no, seriously. I wanted to say this so many times.
Hey, if you are drunk,
This movie's
we are.
lit.
Oh, dude, yeah. This is lit, fam.
It's lit. This movie's lit.
I get it. Yeah, I get what you did there.
Literally lit.
Literally.
Oh, dude, that is the worst pun ever. Literally
it's not.
lit.
I didn't do that.
You just did.
No, he did.
Oh, you
that was
did.
him.
Was it him?
Literally,
Oh,
Yeah.
literally lit.
No, I said it was literally.
I've never heard
I
anybody
didn't
say
mean
it
like.
before.
I told you about like one time my buddy was like trying to like
On fire.
re-up on
One
like,
time his friend was
a
on
supply
fire.
a supply of reefer or whatever. But his
Hey, man, don't talk about that stuff.
No, you guys.
Quaaludes. Oh,
Yeah.
Katie. Also, Katie is engaged.
Holy shit, congratulations.
Yeah, she's getting
Katie.
married in Jamaica.
But-
Flamethrower,
sex.
homemade or not?
Wait, what?
Did he make that flamethrower?
No,
Or
I think he got it from work.
Stuff from,
I think
no,
he
he
got
got it from the store if he didn't make it.
Well, he could have gotten it from work.
I mean, just because
He
they
works
burn
at an
trash.
incinerator.
True. So we see him knocking. This lady turns the sign closed.
Oh, the
store is
flower shop.
closed.
We're at the flower shop
Cute
now.
flower store girl.
She's never been in anything else besides this
She-
movie because I guess after she made this movie, she was like, fuck this.
She was really nice. He talks his way in. She's like, sorry, we're closed. He's like, oh, they're for my sick mom. And she's like, okay, dude. And
He's like, you don't have to like do anything special. I just need like a
she
regular
stays open
bouquet.
extra to make this transaction, ends up missing her bus. There happen to be 3, I thought they seemed like harmless dudes joking on the corner.
Well,
So
I mean, yeah, they were.
she's
She misses the bus,
intimidated.
and so they're
Dude,
like, "Well,
that's the
fuck
thing.
you," or
3
whatever.
harmless dudes jerking on the corner is never harmless.
There's a
It's like boys.
it
It
was a
is when
very
it's like boys
integrated
to men,
group.
No,
ABC,
I thought they-
BBD. That's for
If they
men.
get
I
one
thought they
of them,
seemed
I was
with
gonna
it.
say that's how they
What
get
if they're-
barbershop quartets, and that's when shit gets dangerous.
Uh-oh.
Boys to men were never dangerous.
No, I'm not saying boys and men. I'm saying once you get 4 people singing on a corner, it's fucking dangerous.
But that's why boys to men. That's what they would do.
But this group had an
I mean, I
obese
wouldn't
member, a
fuck with
black
Boys
guy,
to Men either.
and
I'm just saying,
I
like,
would
a
all
waspy
day.
guy.
goodbye,
I mean, they were
Marconi,
obviously
baby, goodbye,
Country
Marconi.
young man.
That shit gets out of hand real fast.
Well, so she's like, okay, that's cool. We'll drop off the flowers. Just be sure to put them in water. There's nothing. I mean, did you see any red flags when she was with him? He seemed like nice,
Yeah.
and that's the thing. He
I mean,
looks
he's
like
not
a
hot
nice
or anything
guy.
like Ted Bundy, but I mean,
He's hotter than Maniac. He's hotter than Christmas
well,
Evil.
Joe Spinel is a low bar.
And Fiona Apple's
I
dad.
think the design of his character in that was supposed to be
These 3
disturbing.
movies are inextricably entwined in my mind. Of the
I mean,
future.
Maniac.
I see-
I
I
would
see
say.
the-
I
I
would
see
say.
the link.
year
No,
of
I
I
the,
see
would
the
say
link.
Psycho, Maniac,
But Psycho's
and
from
this
20 years
one.
before.
and what?
Oh.
Like,
Well, I just thought it's interesting that all 3 of these movies, made so close in time, dealt with mental illness and the way
Well, I
that they
mean,
do. Seriously, it's
so
like,
it was 1980, right?
if this movie came, or if
I
a movie
mean, I
like
think it was made in
this,
'78 because I
But-
think it was like had a first
no,
release
there's
in
probably a
78.
remake
I've
of
got a
this
point,
where
but
it
it's
doesn't
like
have the
1980
depth
or whatever,
of
right?
character.
It came out for Friday the 13th.
Exploration.
Is it 1980? But it's kind of like one of those things
This-
of like,
I mean, it was made in
This is
'79.
1980.
I'm asking
It was made in
a question.
79. But I bet
Seven-
Maniac.
Or, but
and-
70
when did
78,
it
I think,
theatrically
actually.
debut? 1980.
This
Late
movie
'79, early '80. Yeah.
Okay, so it's like
Came
kind
out
of one of
next
those like weird analogs.
It's
of,
like when Dante's Peak and the other volcano movie came out.
Yeah,
at the same time.
that and well, I mean, also, but like
What was that shit
it's
called?
more like American
Under
Werewolf
the
in London
Volcano.
and The Howling.
Yeah.
and shit. You know
It's
what I
like
mean?
Oh,
Yes.
Like-
Wolfen.
They're very zeitgeisty.
No, seriously,
like,
that's exactly what I'm talking about.
Maybe it's Son of Sam
Or like
shit.
Lost Boys in Near Dark.
And then there's that one.
it's like with the girl it's a Red Riding Hood.
Christmas
She's on the
Evil's a New York movie, right? I think these are all Summer of Sam babies.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
in the Company of Wolves.
Can you see the David Berkowitz influence in the 77? Berkowitz does that shit. That story comes out. And then, like, in 79, 3 different dudes around the New York area are just making, like, compelling fucking character studies of
I did write, at that point I wrote, cruising. This is more of a character study and less of a slasher psychological thriller. I like it. But, like, I mean,
But I think you could say the same thing about those other two. And
so let's move on because there's not much to get into really.
Yeah. So he gets Linda into. Is that her name, Linda?
No. The first one's name is Kathy. Kathy Jordan.
He smooth talk her into his house. She's kind of creeped out. It's like because it looks nice at first, but if you go into the next room, you see all the wallpaper coming down and shit. And he pretends to call the doctor, and she tries to call a cab, but while he's doing it, while she's trying to make a phone call, he brains her with some metal object. I couldn't make out what it was. And she wakes up nude, chained up in a metal room. And I think the uncut version of the scene is way gnarlier than what I saw. Is it not?
No.
And we see Donnie have another flashback of his mom. And he leaves, comes back in his new asbestos suit, covers her in like kerosene or gas or something, and then breaks out for the first time his flamethrower. This might be the only time we see it until the priest.
This is the only like really hardcore death scene that you see. Everything else is basically off screen.
Well, the priest gets set on fire.
Yeah, but this one is
does
like
he
this
die?
is
Kill count.
No, he doesn't. No, he does not die.
Okay.
Bobby saves him. But
Bobby's good at. Can you imagine putting out like? He puts out 2 people in like a week.
Yeah, and he goes and saves this other girl. Anyway, whatever. But like this, but I wonder if this had something to do with the fact that this woman did not ever act again. Because she wasn't bad looking, she wasn't a bad actress.
She was beautiful.
But this scene is rough. It's really the only scene that's like this in the movie. The rest of the stuff is off screen. So you see her chained up. You see him come in. You see him burn her. So then the end.
Yes, so there's a lady broken down at the beach in winter. It's obviously winter, and she gets a ride from Donnie, and then it just cuts to the house.
Her name is Girl in Car.
You see smoke and hear screams. That's the only thing you get from that.
Yeah, it's totally off screen, and so is Linda, who's like the
that's the one at the grocery store. So you also see another mean mother at the grocery store. It might be. Michael might be this kid at the grocery store getting slapped.
Oh, the gay kid at the end?
Yeah, the one that's getting beaten.
Yeah, the one at the end that starts hearing the voice. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the kid at the grocery store.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. But yeah, he goes to the grocery store and this lady's checking out and he's checking her out and he tries to pick her up. It doesn't seem like it's going well. But he gets her back to the house somehow.
This isn't Girl in the Car.
It goes really fast from girl at the car
to Linda.
You see the house at night, and you hear her scream and see some smoke.
That is true. Linda's before he goes to the discotheque.
Then it cuts to him driving over a bridge and at the grocery store. It kind of is a little hodgepodge.
Because it's before the discotheque as those two.
Yeah,
But
you see the mom first. This is the first time you see one of the corpses. You see the mom all black in the skin.
I mean, they're
crispy.
okay.
I think they look cool. That's the first time you see one in that movie. So Bobby calls, dude. I don't know if I have a friend as good as Bobby.
Bobby's a great friend.
If I wasn't showing up,
because Bobby also tells him, he's like,
Brad
listen,
call me
you haven't come to work. Because Donnie was like, I'm not coming to work for the rest of the week, and he's like, if you don't come back on Monday, you're getting fired. So you need to come back. But all of this shit happens. The rest of the movie happens before Monday. So. Yeah. It doesn't matter. But Bobby calls and's like,
you got till Monday.
Yeah, but then he's like, Donnie calls him
to
go out.
Yeah, that's.
That's when he has the dynamite chicks.
Right now, he sees his mom and hears her be like, "You're trash just like your father." And this is when he you see the 3 girls in the room he's got sat up in chairs dressed in his mother's clothing. And he's talking to them like they can hear.
Yeah,
he pulls out some wine.
No, he has it's hidden, and
It's hidden in a...
he's like he says something like I'm doing this out of respect for my dad.
I hide it just like my father. And he kind of tells the girl.
Like, your dad left. I was like, your dad couldn't stand your fucking mom and left you and her. So
and he's talking about these girls being evil. They all seemed like pretty nice women. It's not like he's picking up girls off the street.
But like the other, but like also, why are you so obsessed with your dad who fucking left you there with that horrible woman who burned your arms? Like, get over it and stop. Just stop.
So he calls them all witches except the new one.
We're so over it. We're all over this.
He kisses the newest corpse and says she's the only one that's not a witch. And then he hears one of them laughing and he turns around and slaps the shit out of this other corpse. And he sees a shadow. He's chasing the shadow a little bit. He turns on the music and goes to bed.
He loves shadows.
He has this dream where he's at the beach and there are all these all the fucking explosions on the beach. And they had to just like gone to some beach and set off a bunch of fucking explosions. It looked cool as shit.
Popping off on a beach.
And we see all the
$4.
This is the first maniac kind of deal. We see all the burned girls all dragging him into a sandpit. Oh, he wakes up. It's just a nightmare. Everything is. He goes and checks on the girls, checks on his mom. Everything's normal. Quotation fingers.
Oh yeah.
Everything's fine here. He gets him a glass of water, and then he sees a man at the top of the stairs.
As you do.
Mom, I'm sorry, not a man. He sees his mom up there, like, pointing at him.
Know.
So he's like, fuck this, I'm going to church.
He says that.
Fuck this, I'm going to church.
I'm going to church.
And he lights a candle, right? And then he gets caught.
Well, I mean, yeah, you gotta pray.
He gets caught by Father Garrity.
You gotta pray.
Like,
you got to pray just to make it today.
Especially Catholicism.
When he goes to the church, lights a candle. I've never gone as a Catholic to a Catholic church. I've been to some cathedrals.
We know, because you're not Catholic.
I'm not anything. I was raised Methodist, but I'm half Jewish. Not the half that matters if you want to know.
No, you are something. You are Mike.
He is caught by this new character, Father Garrity.
You are self-sustaining, reproducing.
We don't talk about that anymore.
All right.
My mom's friend's listening.
Oh, shit.
But he's trying to steal holy water.
Kathy.
Hi, Kathy. He's trying to steal holy water. Because there's demons in these women and they're evil. And when Adam, the first man, was lured by Eve's apple, we know the evil nature of the woman.
No, he did this the other day and you go, what are you doing? He said, preaching. You said, don't.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Well,
I'm doing it again. I'm doing it again.
It won me over.
I feel like I watched Jesus Camp.
So he's going to be running for comptroller.
Recognizes him.
He's got some little kid to fucking do meth and suck his dick.
He's like, yeah, Donnie, you're a little too old for me. But what's the problem? So he asks the priest, is it right to punish evil women? And
he shows his birth.
This is where he shows the extent of his mom's abuse. And he shows the priest the burns. And when he explains, like, yeah, my mom did this to me when I would have evil thoughts, the priest is like, oh, fuck, dude. Like, you can come to my place. You can come hang out anytime you need to. He seems like a pretty good preacher. Well, we're back at the house at morning. And I really like the score. This is where I wrote great score.
You relate to this?
I know. I said great score.
Oh.
At this point.
We know you relate to Freddy Krueger, so burns, like, we get it.
I used to put cigarettes out on my wrist and get girls to burn my wrists with cigarettes. No, that's real. I didn't think about that. Well, I didn't think about my wrist burning.
Why did you do... God, are you fucking a self-harmer, too? Jesus Christ, you're a Lifetime movie wrapped up in a shitty bow.
No, when I drink whiskey, which I try not to do too often, sometimes I kind of get a little... I kind of like to get domed a little bit by beautiful women.
Wait, what?
At a bar. I let them burn me.
Wait, what?
I got some scars. They were a long time ago.
No, I have some too, but they're from like John
I used to.
Rule.
Yeah, that's not self-harm if you're asking someone else to burn you.
I don't have virgin ears towards like whiskey, but man, no.
Okay.
Anyway, movie.
So he goes upstairs. He's feeling renewed with Jesus. He's got fucking his holy water. He asks his mom for forgiveness, and he crosses her heart and her head with holy water. And he explains to the girls, but the voices are still like, dude.
Catholic guilt is all up in these movies.
Yeah.
I mean, damn, like more than any, like you'd think, like not even Pentecostal, not like Mormonism. I'm just saying, and all these we've covered so many movies.
Horror movies deal with the unknown and fear of.
But specifically Catholicism, like
it's
like why not Pentecostal bullshit? Like
because this guy was a Catholic that made the movie.
Why are you still thinking you're in New Jersey when you're talking? This guy was a Catholic when he made the movie.
So I couldn't tell. It's at the beach. I can't tell if it's day or night because they show the moon, but the sky is blue.
I never thought they were at the beach. So
what? You never saw the beach?
I mean, I was kind of.
It's at the Jersey Shore. That's why I'm talking like this, huh? And, this time, Donnie, he calls Bobby. Bobby, all this whole fucking movie's been trying to call Donnie and be like, hey, Donnie, let's get some coffee. Let's get a beer.
It's never this coffee.
Right,
it's just
stay egged on getting canceled. And,
this time, Donnie is, like, calling Bobby, like, hey, you want to go see a movie? And Bobby's like, I don't want to, like, he's basically like,
I don't want that gay shit. Basically, it's what he says. I'm sorry to say that, but, like, that's how he acts about it. He's like, I'm not hanging out with you alone. Sure. I have women.
Well, Donnie's afraid of women.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm saying that's what Bobby's thought process definitely is. He's like, that sounds gay to me. It's what it sounded like for me.
He said, do you think I want to talk, sit around, and hold your hand?
Exactly. So he was saying, I don't want that gay shit. Let's go get these dynamite women because my wife doesn't know anything. He says
dynamite like 4 times.
Yeah. Like he was in good times.
So, you know what?
Hell yeah.
It's time
dynamite.
Donnie's like, oh, fuck, I look like shit. It's time to go.
To the best store of all time.
To the suit shop. Disco store.
Where there is the dubbing... There's
definite.
Yes, there is definite dubbing in this scene. But he goes,
Donnie seems like such a sub in this. He's just like, whatever you say. Is he gay? It just hit me. It just hit me.
Maybe. I mean, like, yeah, no, like totally. I could see that.
And just sell him everything. It's like he's been missing work for a week.
That makes it more of like a problematic maybe for the LGBTQ community for like a gay guy just like being a psychopath. So no, I'm not going to go with that. But
I didn't read any criticism about this movie. Is that like a thing?
No, it's not. No, it's not. But so when he goes into the place, like this guy is like, well. Look at this shirt, and then he's like, or you could go for the more wild look, but it's so passe for the disco scene. For the disco scene, this is what you want, groovy. So he sets him up with a whole
suggested that this salesman is gay.
Yeah, I think that it is supposed to be.
It's like stereotypically,
but I mean, back in the day, definitely like that was what was implied for me. Like, in my opinion, that was
he just
implied.
seemed like a good salesman. He's fucking selling the shit.
Oh, no, he sells them a whole... Because all he went in for was a shirt, and he gets a whole damn suit.
Shoes.
And shoes.
He looked good.
He did look good.
When you see him step in that disco, that's what's next.
He's fly as hell. Like, he just...
He comes in there. He's like he gets a smile from a cutie at the bar.
I swear to God. Well, that girl wanted to dance with him.
She didn't just want to dance. She's like, you better tell me now if you have diseases.
Yeah, she was ready to fuck.
Yeah, she was DTF. Even when she was dancing and he wouldn't dance, when she gets burned,
comes up to him
trying to
get him to dance. She's like holding his hand to like dance. Like she's like doing like that. He can't accept
that. Well, her
he
brother
looks
comes
good though. I mean, this was Saturday Night Fever. This is where Saturday Night Fever crawls into the movie.
Well, in the 80s, AIDS wouldn't allow you to dance.
AIDS didn't allow you to dance?
It was a sad.
Well, AIDS wasn't really hit yet in 1979.
Oh, was it? Oh,
yeah, it hit in like 81 or something. So we pre.
Something to joke about.
Man, I think it. I'm not joking about it. I'm just telling you, like that wasn't a concern, and when they were especially when they were making it, which I think was 78.
Am I crazy in thinking Bobby gave him that cuter girl?
Why not?
Yeah. No, the cuter girl is yeah.
It was I don't know
I
her
think
name.
that
Do
Bobby
you know her
wanted the
name?
easier one, honestly. I mean, they both seemed pretty easy, but like,
Yeah.
that's what I kind of assumed from the situation.
We don't choose love. Love chooses us. You see some cokeheads in leather, like post punks
Does
or
it?
something.
Do you
People,
really
people
think?
are just snoring
Do you
coke.
think that for real?
That babies come in stork blankets.
That love chooses us?
I don't think I choose to be who I've been.
Babies come in
In the
stork
past-
blankets? Why would I?
in the
why,
past
would
when I,
you
like,
say
fell
that?
hard-
That was really cute.
When I fell hard in love, like I didn't choose the people. Or I'd have a crush on somebody and not care about other people. I don't choose to do that.
Well, what do you think that I should do in my situation?
Make a choice.
I
Oh, you
can't.
can't. I just said you can't.
You just said I can't.
He's
You
talking
said-
about.
You said
He's
it was-
fucking word salading over here.
I'm talking about love.
Well,
I'm
what
over
do
there.
I do about my situation then, Mike?
Hey, this is
We're on air.
No, it's this love
Cut.
line with Keith, with Mike,
Oh,
with Mike.
What?
I'm not sweaty yet. Give it a month or two. You
Okay,
guys-
I didn't mean it like that. I just meant that he does like a new love line kind of thing. We already talked about it. Because we talked about Dr. Drew. We talked about Dr. Drew at length.
Oh yeah.
So,
Pinsky.
So, back at the nightclub,
Isn't he a Nazi?
the girl's trying to get Donnie to
No.
dance. He won't dance. Another person asks the girl to dance.
and she's like, "Is it okay if I go dance?" And she
ditches
does.
that guy and comes and tries to grab Donnie by his hands. It's cute. She's being cute. But I guess...
He grabs a candle and burns.
Yeah, the way
sets her
his
hair
arms
on
are,
fire.
the way the arms are reminds... He has a little flashback
Yeah,
of
he's
his
a
about his mom.
flashback of
He grabs a
yeah.
candle off the table and just set this lady's fucking face and hair on
It's just
fire.
her. No, it's the back of her head.
But
It's not her face.
It does facially damage her because the brother's like, she'll never be the same again.
Oh yeah, because his
She's
brother
she's
brother
gonna have
is there.
bad
Yeah, I'm
scars.
sorry, I forgot.
This is a
yeah.
bad fire, and he just like takes off.
Oh, he runs away,
The
yeah.
brother confronts him in the garage. But,
He beat- well,
after
he
getting
gets beat up.
He gets beat up, but then somehow manages to get away in his car, and we see two girls at the same time skipping out on their bill at a different bar, and they're like, "Oh shit, let's hitchhike." And these ladies
Oh,
get in
shit,
the car
let's
with Donnie.
hitchhike.
Even though Donnie looks like shit, he's got his ass kicked, and they even comment on that.
shit.
No, he's
Things
like,
are
I got
going
mugged.
crazy.
He's like, I
Let's
got mugged.
hitchhike.
Well, he makes himself into a hero.
He said rolled.
He's like, I
That
got
was
mugged,
rolled.
but I kicked the shit out of him. Or
He said
something.
three guys with knives.
He makes up a whole
They
story.
look
It's
worse
really
than I do.
dumb. But,
He's good at making up shit on the fly to get women to trust him.
I mean, I wouldn't have
Is he
believed
supposed
it.
to be small?
That's
Is
what
he
we
like
call
small
a
stature?
sociopath.
I mean, it was penis, maybe.
Who knows? He's probably got a fucking root. Because
What's that?
people with the big ones, that ain't those.
What?
Are the,
Wait.
It's like Dawn of the Dead. It's like Dawn of the
Dead. Big dick calls for the
Wait a
root.
minute. What the fuck are you talking about?
said
a bat, a root, a big
root.
old dick,
A big old dick is called
swinging
a
rope,
root?
swinging rope.
Okay.
Okay.
I've
Well,
just
that's
got
not
a
the same
I've
thing
got
as
a little
a...
knot.
Oh, gross. I don't... That's disgusting.
It's not. If
no,
you tell
no,
people
the
it's
thought
small
of
when they
you
see it,
calling
they're
it
like,
a
"Oh, it's not
knot,
that
it's
small."
fucking gross.
Compared to a swinging rope.
Okay.
And when it's at ease, it's at
Emily's
ease.
got a bigger dick than you, and she ain't got one.
Christ almighty. Like,
We
no,
promised not to talk about Giganticus clitoricus.
I don't have one, so
That's
why
how-
you
that was
fucking ask
Clitoricus
around? Ask
galacticus.
around. I don't have a big fucking...
Toricus Galacticus.
Yeah.
Go ask
She got
around. I
that
don't have a
12-inch
huge
clip.
Cosmic
That
fucking...
clit of the
12-inch clip.
spaceways.
Gonna get pegged with a 12-inch clip.
Getting
You gotta like
12-inch
you gotta take
clip.
popsicle sticks and make like a what they do with a
What,
broken
like a
arm,
fucking barrier so it doesn't... The clip
no, like
doesn't-
you gotta sew a paper clip in there
Oh, God.
to straighten it out. I don't
know what he's fucking
Alright.
talking about. I
So,
don't have a huge fucking
the-
vagina, so like I don't know what he's fucking saying.
Whoa.
Nonsense.
Go ask some people. I don't fucking know.
Somebody out there with a big pussy, tell us what it's like.
So Donnie gets his ass beat. He picks up these two chicks.
Comment.
They want to go to another bar.
Email us and tell us what your
Size
big old
queens
pussy's like.
unite. Let's fucking get this shit done.
We love all privates.
make
Our
big...
next episode, our Patreon episode will just be all about.
We're gonna end up getting assigned some
Yeah,
nasty
girls,
shit.
you require more. You require more than the A coin.
Okay. So we're almost there, guys.
Shoo.
We're almost to the thrilling
No,
conclusion.
not shoo.
Shoo poo poo.
I got a TT. I got a shoot.
And you gotta leave.
Well, hey, man, don't do it over there. Just read the rest of the movie.
Some people don't like pooping at work. I love pooping at work.
Yeah, it's paid fucking excrement.
Okay, so they want to go to another bar, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna give you a ride. It's close to my house."
But I've stopped at my house
like,
first.
"I'm gonna invite you girls over for a party. You can invite whoever you'd like."
I did say the music rules, but at one point, has he already done this thing where he goes, "There are things I will not stand for, and one of them is lying."
No, that's
Did he do that already?
That's when he gets set on fire.
It was so hilarious.
So he talks him into the house with a case of Budweiser. And
I mean, that's would not.
they're
get me
impressed.
in a
At first, they're like, "This is a
house.
spooky house." They get inside. They're like, "This is a fucking nice house, dude. Shit, I'd live
Yeah,
here."
they're walking around being like,
I think they're
cool.
thinking we could probably like just live here. Let's go take care of this.
I mean, I don't know if that's what they're thinking.
But they're admiring. Well, they're
I think they're
admiring his
just enjoying
antiques.
that
Squatters
house.
are
They're probably gonna steal his statuettes.
No, I don't think that either. I just think they're like, no, because they started like looking at the shit. The figurines creep them out. They're like,
The
this
one
house
with
is
the
nice, but
burnt
this
eye.
is like weird. The one that he put the cigarette out on.
Yeah, she
she's
noticed
like,
that.
that's weird.
But he still is like, "Hey, I want to show you some cool stuff back here." Takes her to the fire room.
No
don't
woman
hear-
should ever
Okay,
follow that.
So like earlier in the movie, it does like set up that you can hear women screaming when they're in that room.
Yeah, but he puts
this
aluminum
girl-
all in it.
This girl
and
doesn't.
stuff, too.
Well, you don't hear her screaming. Her friend doesn't hear her screaming.
Yeah, well, that plot holes,
she-
though. It's fun.
She might have been gagged.
I don't
didn't
think
see
she was
that.
gagged. I think
So,
it's just a plot
while
hole.
he-
We can
after-
move on from it.
We cut to Bobby, who's shown up at. Who he left the bar. He heard that brother say, "Your fucking friend. I'm gonna fucking kill him."
And he went and got the priest.
He went and got Father Garrity.
I don't know how he thought.
He's like, "I thought about going to the police, but I came here first. So you gotta come, old man."
Yeah, it was weird because I was like, y'all have the same priest. Like, is there only one priest
he had
here? Like, what? Okay.
Donnie had mentioned talking to Father Garrity,
Oh,
and
yeah,
Bobby
yeah,
had
yeah.
kind of dissed him. And was like, "You actually talked to that old witch
But
doctor?"
like, how did everybody know this one priest? Whatever. Go on.
mean-
I don't give a fuck. I really don't care. Just move on for a minute.
So the blonde friend goes looking for Suzanne, and there's this really cool shot of her going up the stairs, and then she gets to the top of the stairs, turns left. He comes across. You don't see him, but he like the camera work was really good in this part. He gets her in the fucking
in this part
room.
only.
It's just a shot I noticed.
I did say this music rolls
Yeah, it's really good.
around here.
So he comes up behind her, puts a rag in her mouth, gets her in the room. So he goes and talks to the corpses, and he's like,
WD-40
"You're gonna have
on this
company.
chair."
I know I said there weren't gonna be any more, but we see Bobby and Father Garrity show up, start knocking on the fucking door.
This is
He
where
hears
I
them.
fast forwarded during this
He
part
hears
because I
them.
got really. I was getting bored
Bobby
with
breaks
it.
down the door. They hear screams. They go upstairs. Both the girls are still alive. By the grace of the good Lord,
By the grace of
they
God.
are still alive. He is risen, people. Father Garrity is like, "I'm going to go see what's going on."
It's raising people.
So Father Garrity's going
Mike
upstairs.
just joined a 90s fucking Pearl Jam cover band.
I was trying to be a preacher still.
Yeah.
They sound much different than your average Catholic
Dude, you're a
priest.
yarly.
We are
Yeah, you're.
man of the
You're a
cloth,
veteran.
but we don't wear them collars down here. So Father Garrity goes upstairs, and he's confronted by Donnie.
clue.
Donnie has donned his asbestos outfit, and he's
Donnie
like,
has
he's like,
donned?
well, Father Garrity doesn't recognize.
Has it
He's
dawned
like,
on him to don the
he's
suit?
like, "I'm looking for
He's
Donnie or
transcended
Mrs.
Emily.
Kohler."
Oh.
He doesn't recognize Donnie in the suit.
Well,
And
obviously,
until
it's
Donnie-
the full fucking hazmat suit, but
Until Donnie's like, "I tried what you said,
I
it
mean, you
didn't
can use
work."
context clues. It's in his house, so I mean,
Yeah.
It's probably him in that fucking suit. Just
He
saying.
did recognize him until Donnie's like, I did what you told me to.
What if he just took the hat off? I was like,
lights
it's me,
the
Donnie.
priest on fire.
Like-
I think that it was a great visual. He lights the priest on fire.
He does, but the priest does live. Bobby saves him.
Bobby
just
is
FYI.
there. Bobby on the spot with a motherfucking blanket.
Bobby is a shitty husband, but
A great friend.
great friend and great at saving people.
Great at saving people from fire.
He's great at saving people.
And he's
That's an odd thing to be good at.
Yeah, saving
Like,
people.
I'm really good at saving
and like maybe dancing. We're not really sure. We didn't really see him at the discotheque.
So after he sets
he's
the
good at
priest on
cheating on his wife too.
I mean,
But she didn't know, or she didn't care.
I'm finishing. Yeah, let me finish here. So
no.
We don't want you to finish here.
No, not everything. Dude,
Finish
seriously,
later,
just finish
like,
the narrative.
finish-
yeah,
yeah.
I'm trying. You're,
But we don't want you to
Put it away.
finish in the song.
You cannot self-milk during podcasts anymore.
No,
Me and
thank you.
Emily have dealt with it for a long time, and it's got to stop.
Yeah, we're sick of
Like-
seeing you self-milk
Yeah,
here.
so you finish somewhere else, or
Can I
go
just-
in the corner.
Can I talk? So he sets the fucking priest on fire, and then when he's going back upstairs, he passes it. He doesn't see her, but he passes his mom, and she's like pointing at him. And he goes to the dead lady room, and he yells at them. You had written down what he yelled, and I said it's a maniac moment. These bitches get up and they're pissed. They're like, "We don't even like you, Donnie." It's like not the same voices as the voices, but obviously some voices. He starts
those
throwing
voices have
flames.
moved.
So they're not really doing this. He's just fucking crazy.
Well, yeah,
He
no
starts
shit,
throwing flames
Mike,
at
like-
them and ends
think
up
it's real.
catching the room on fire. And he's like turns around to leave.
It's in a room on fire.
But his mom is at the door. She comes in, blocks him, closes the door. And then Bobby's house, the news of it is on the news.
Bobby's house,
and
Donnie's house.
a young child.
Donnie's house is on the news, not Bobby.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Bobby's okay.
You should apologize.
But Donnie's
Babaloo.
news of Donnie's demise is on the Daily News, and
Babaloo
this boy
News.
Michael has it on in the background.
The kid from the grocery store.
and
Baba News.
his mom comes in there and starts smacking the shit out of
Yeah,
him.
she's
And I think
pretty
this lady was
rough.
really hitting this kid.
she was
'cause
rough. Like, it was hard,
His
yeah.
face looked all red, and
Well,
you see
I
a
know, okay,
tear.
they probably
a tear
just-
comes down his face, and
I
you hear
mean,
the Donnie's voices. Not Donnie's voice,
Well,
but
the
the
voices that
voices
were
from
talking to
Donnie's
Donnie.
head are now in Michael.
Yeah, they're like,
now that Donnie is dead, they found 5 bodies. Donnie was the only one they identified by that point. He did.
He did.
He did.
And Michael's got the
Now Michael's got the
voices.
voice. Okay, so kill count.
I'm Michael.
One.
Kill.
This is a low kill count. So one, we have Donnie's mother, who's found dead at 9 minutes. Died of maybe a heart attack, stroke. I don't know. We just find her dead.
She did.
2 is Kathy Jordan. She's stripped down, chained up, and set on fire at 29 minutes. That is the only one that's on screen. It's pretty rough, though. 3 is Girl in Car. She's set on fire at 32 minutes off screen.
I like that. Is that how it was listed whenever?
Yeah.
Girl in car.
That's how she's listed in the fucking, like, cast.
Girl in car.
Girls in
4,
cars?
4 is
Girls
Linda.
in cars.
4 is Linda. She's set on fire. And I said, I guess she's dead at like 34 minutes, but it's off screen. You just hear her scream, I think. And then 5 is Donnie Kohler, who is accidentally caught on fire at 1 hour and 26 minutes. So we go pretty much like a whole hour without any deaths. Like, so him going to the discotheque and all that shit. So anyway, trivia. The actresses who played the burn victims were dancers chosen because they were the same height as the actresses playing the victims, but significantly slimmer in build. This is because when the human body is subjected to burns, it shrinks due to loss of fluids.
Okay.
The house used in this
So
film...
there's different actresses than the living.
Yes.
versions. Okay.
So the house used in this film is now the museum headquarters of the Atlantic Highlands Historical Society in New Jersey. It was falling into disrepair at the time of the filming, and shortly after, in 1980, the town condemned it and slated it for demolition. That's when the local historical society took action and purchased the property. It is now called the Strauss Mansion Museum, named for Adolf Strauss, who had the house built in 1893. There are exhibits in every room, ranging from local history to Victorian displays. The restoration work is still ongoing after all these years due to the massive amounts of money through donations that they needed. However, the house is still there and not too much has changed. Some of the rooms are recognizable from the movie, while others may be not because of the display cases. The society usually shows the film in the house in October as part of their month of Halloween events. By the way, if anyone wants to go, the location is open every Saturday and Sunday from 1 to 4 p.m. April through December. Admission is free. It's located at 27 Prospect Circle, Atlantic Highlands, New Jersey.
These people are not in other movies.
No, they're not. So the guy that played Donnie, Dan Grimaldi, he kept the asbestos suit, whatever he wears in the movie. Also, apparently, he did not have to audition for this film. So he didn't audition for the part. At the time, he was the lead in an off-Broadway play titled Mama's Little Angels. The director and producers came to see it several times and ended up asking him if he was interested in doing the movie. The film's original soundtrack turned out to be unusable, having been recorded on what actor Dan Grimaldi termed less than up-to-date equipment. The soundtrack in its entirety had to be re-recorded and redubbed. It was selected by Quentin Tarantino for the first Quentin Tarantino Film Fest in Austin, Texas, 1996. The first release in the UK was uncut for like 5 minutes. A following cut version was later unofficially approved by the BBFC. The film was not prosecuted as a video nasty at first because the distributor assured the BBFC that the cut version would replace the uncut version, but then they did end up putting it on. So this came out in 1980. I think some places it came out in 79, but this is the second film in what is informally known as the Don't series. It came out a month after Don't Answer the Phone and before Don't Go in the Woods.
Shit, alone.
The Don't?
Oh, I just found out that Bobby was in Mother's Day and
I'm going to go into it.
Mother's Day and Cruising.
Yeah, so can you just hold on a minute?
Hold your horses.
Okay, so this movie was shot in a month and a half. It was originally titled The Burning Man, but then if you watch it on like Amazon, it's called The Burning.
Free beat.
The composer Richard Einhorn.
He's awesome.
Einhorn is Finkel. Finkel is Einhorn.
Did he do other stuff?
He composed many horror and thriller film scores, including Shockwaves, Don't Go in the House, Eyes of a Stranger, The Prowler, Dead of Winter, Blood Rage.
Just of him. Oh, he did the Blood Rage song?
Blood Rage is the shit.
Sister, and Dark Tower.
Damn.
The Blood Rage is the twins, right?
Yeah, and that's what we always use. That's what we always use as our outro for the Patreon specials. Yeah, it's a fucking sick score. So
that movie is awesome.
The estimated budget is $250,000. I didn't see the box office. Dan Grimaldi, Donnie, is actually a math professor.
Yeah,
in real life, and he also played Patsy Parisi in The Sopranos. So the cinematographer Oliver Wood did.
Wait, which one's Patsy?
I don't remember. I have not watched that show in forever.
No, it's but which?
In The Sopranos.
Which guy in the movie that we just watched?
Donnie. Yeah. Cinematographer Oliver Wood also did Die Hard 2, Face Off, Freaky Friday, Talladega Nights, The Ballad of Ricky Bobby, and the Bourne franchise.
All over the fucking place.
Yeah, Darcy Schwab, Girl in the Car.
Wait, you said that was the cinematographer? Sorry, I'm a step behind.
Yeah.
That
Darcy
makes sense,
Schwab,
because that guy's good.
The Girl in the Car. She was Nan in Baskets and that show with Zach Galifianakis. And she's also Gloria Massey in Mad Men. Bobby was Tex. Who is Tex in Mother's Day?
I think it's the guy that tries to mug. That's a couple they meet.
I don't think that's him. The guy that has no facial
you keep going and I'll come back.
No, I think he's the guy that she's like leaving at the Abby. Not Abby. Jackie's leaving. He's like, take care. At the hotel. I think that's
the deadbeat boyfriend.
Yeah, I think that's who he is.
That could be. I'm gonna check IMDb real quick.
Yeah, he was in Cruising, and he was also in Knight Rider and Heart to Heart movie. So that's all I have for trivia. What do you rate this, Nick?
I'm gonna give it like a really, really like a very, very strong 3.
I give it a strong 3 as well.
I'm going 3 1/4. Can I do 3 1/3?
Sure, I don't give a
3
fuck.
3 1/3.
33 and a third. Okay, that's
No,
not it.
I like the style of that movie.
No,
I really do too.
I thought it was
I
like
think I like the other two. This one's. I'm going 3.5. This is strong.
it's a strong. It's a
With
strong
knowing
movie.
that it's the same guy that did
Who?
the score. The score was so good.
Oh yeah, they did Blood Rage.
yeah.
Oh no, the score is great, and also the disco song that are good. I think it's Jackie's boyfriend that she leaves in the hotel. It's like, take care when she's leaving.
He's like doing coke and.
I don't think he's doing coke. He's just like sitting there being worthless. I thought that the character study was really good. I thought that all the acting was really good, honestly. Especially from Donnie, the character Donnie. And I thought the effects were good for the time. I thought the whispers that he hears are better than in Maniac or Psycho or any of those other movies. Those whispers that he hears from the evil whispers, like those were really, really creepy and effective.
I'm really good to see this.
But I remember watching it a long time ago, and like I thought it was disturbing, but I didn't really think that much of it. Like,
I can see
was
liking it less
whatever.
because it's not got any levity or humor.
Oh, none. No. I mean, it's very serious. It's dark. There's no like light points. This is definitely not really a slasher. I wouldn't say, really.
Yeah, I still can't figure out who text is. Thanks, Wikipedia.
Okay, well, I'm telling you, I'm telling you, I think.
Thanks,
it is.
Wikipedia, you piece of
But,
shit.
yeah, no, there's
You're
no
free.
no humor in it except for like maybe when he goes to
Wikipedia,
the clothing store. Like, there's a little bit there just because it's stupid. Like, I mean,
Oh,
it's
yeah, the clothing
ridiculous.
store is funny.
But
Well, I mean, it's always like sometimes kind of a relief to see like a movie take itself kind of seriously.
yeah, I mean, and they did it well.
Oh yeah.
I mean, with a budget of $250,000 shot in a month and a half,
God.
like.
Yeah, this is what. Did it make a lot of money? You already said.
I said I didn't know what the gross
Okay.
was. I don't.
I hope it
I
did.
bet it did okay.
On video?
I think
Later on,
I think it probably did okay in the theaters because this is this
This would have been drive-ins.
This is before Friday the 13th and all that.
Yeah.
So I mean, yeah, I think it did okay. I remember seeing it when
What's
I was
Siskel and
younger.
Ebert say?
They
Lamos,
hate
they
shit
hate
like
her
this,
word.
so who cares?
It's demeaning to women.
I mean, well, this
It
one
is.
this one definitely is.
What did John Lovitz say about it?
Love it or leave it?
It stinks.
Yeah.
So we will stay gagged on our moms.
Stay gagged on
tits.
a flamethrower.
Wait.
Stay gagged on chamomile tea. What are you gagged on, Nick?
This is our Mother's Day episode. So I said stay gagged on your mom. I
Stay
guess.
gagged on.
I didn't breastfeed, so
Don't forget to buy flowers.
I'm not gonna buy my mom flowers.
Stay
I should be lucky to
Get
say
the
hi to
florist to
me.
stay late.
I've done any
Miss her
tit
bus.
because all tits are great tits.
That's true.
Yeah,
Mine
all tits are
especially. Mine
great.
especially.
Emily thinks that, and
Emily.
I'm
No,
not.
everyone
Why
thinks
don't you whip
that.
them bad boys
It's a true
Whip
fact.
them bad
You
boys
finally
out for
did
all the
see them,
mamas
so
out
don't
there.
act like.
It's her opinion.
How long is this
They're not
episode?
bad. They are.
Too long.
I've never
It's
experienced
great.
them. But
This is what the
You
people
saw
want.
one though.
but I've never had the milk.
Let's get some.
No one's had the milk. There's never been milk in
Do you
it.
guys like the
Yeah.
more freeform like
My-
this, or do you like it when we just go bam, bam, bam? Let us know. Give us some feedback. Tell
No.
us.
Don't
Do you like it when we
Ask
get
what they
wild?
want.
Let's take the leash off.
So stay gagged on all of our social media, Instagram, TikTok, Gag Me with the Knife Podcast, Twitter, Gag Knife Pod. Become a Patreon for member shout-outs, early access to episodes,
We love you, Patreon.
bonus exclusive episodes you won't hear anywhere else, and even fan requested episodes. We'll do an episode for you, except for Soul Magnolias. We're not going to do that.
Can we say what it is
it
for
has
this
to be
month?
horror. So you go to
Somebody request
www.patreon.com/Gag
that?
Me with a Knife Podcast
It's
to
me,
sign up.
Mario.
And
Hey.
you
saw
can
that
also
new
buy our
movie.
merch at gagmewithanightpodcast.com or go on Redbubble and look up Gag Me with a Knife Podcast. And have a happy Mother's Day, I guess, if you're a mom,
Mama.
or like say hi to your mom, or like whatever you want to fucking do, or don't do anything at all and you just have
I
it.
really
Talk
love
to your
you.
moms.